Welcome, everybody, to the Final Score. I'm your host, Nicholas Marcino. I am joined today by David, Chris, and Ben. Unfortunately, Tanner will not be joining us today, at least for the time being. Let's go ahead and look at our weekly predictions from last week. Last week, we had a very big week, a lot of close games, and I got 14 out of 16 correct. I am amazing at what I do, and everybody else are just scrubs. Look at this. Look at
Am I
this.
last place again?
Ben, you are probably the most consistent person here because you went 10-6 for the second week in a row with a 6.
Why are you being a dick?
This
Yeah, what
is
is that
incorrect.
number?
This is too high for you. No, you're right here. You're 62.5%. Everybody else is at a 719 because they all tied going 12-4. So it's an improvement from last week, but not as big of a jump as it was for me because I know what's going to happen. I know football games. You guys are just here to make me look better. So thank you.
You know, I got to interject on that one because I know according from last week, we had our little side bet going on. And because the Raiders did get that really nice, sweet victory on Monday Night Football in prime time, just to show all the viewers out there for the fans that we do, maybe not fans, but some viewers that we have on the hat that I won. Even though you got the 14-2, I'm going with this baby right here for all my people to see what I'm going to be rocking after this one right here. Vegas, baby. You know it.
DJ, I thought we were doing golf rules last week. I thought you meant, like the Saints will win because they got the lesser score. So I really don't owe you anything, right?
Yo, if we're playing by golf rules, I'm in the lead for this whole damn thing.
Yeah. No, we're not doing the golf rules this time. Maybe next season.
Okay, well, these were our weekly standings. Everybody did a very good job except for Ben. But again, I'm still in the lead, 25-7. Everybody else right around the same range except for Ben. Okay, let's go ahead and I love you. Let's go ahead and jump into the Thursday night matchup. Chris, you'll be talking about this one. It is the Miami Dolphins heading to Jacksonville to take on Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars. Break it down for us.
Oh, God. Last week, both these teams lost. And I think it was harder for Jacksonville because Minshew actually looked a little bit human this week. He went 30 for 45 in completions and attempts. Got intercepted twice, and the biggest one was at the end of the game. The Dolphins got beat by their rivals in Buffalo, 31-28. Not too bad considering that they, got clapped the week before against the Patriots. But I feel the Dolphins this week. I'm definitely going to be going with the Dolphins. Sorry about that. Wrong button. But I am definitely going with the Dolphins this week because I feel like last week the Jaguars just didn't get it done, and I think it's going to hurt their pride a little bit this week, and I think Fitzpatrick is going to have a game.
Okay. All right. Very interesting pick. Very bold pick, I would assume. Ben, let's hear your pick.
Yeah, so both of these teams did lose last week, but the Jaguars, they're looking really competent. They're playing really good football. They didn't lose by a lot. I'm going with the Jaguars. I think they're going to get it done over the Dolphins.
Okay. DJ, who's your pick?
It was a tough battle for Minshew last week, and he almost came back and had that same thing that Fitzpatrick has. It's more of some Gardner magic over the Fitz magic. So I think this week it's going to be a different story for the Jags. I think they're gonna take this one against the Dolphins. So I'm going Jags.
All right, I love the pick. So fun little segment. NFL player who didn't get back to me of the week. Fun fact: I reached out to Gardner Minshew wanting to book him for an interview. just to see kind of like what his price might be or anything like that. And wouldn't you believe it? He did not get back to me this week. That doesn't make me love him any less. Let's go Jaguars. I think that they played great lately, and they're going to defeat the Miami Dolphins. Chris, I'm so sorry.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Everybody gonna hate on the Dolphins. I get a lot of crap at work, so it's okay.
Hey, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was an upset. Also, just so we can get it out there, Tanner is also picking the Jaguars, excuse me. Dolphins had some issues on defense last week playing the Bills. I think Minshew will capitalize on it. All right. Easy enough. Let's go ahead and jump into the first of the Sunday games. Ben, you're going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers going to New York to take on the Giants. Hit us up.
Right. So the 49ers have lost just about all their starters that they have, from their quarterback to Nick Bosa to even the bench warmer and the guys working in the hot dog stands. They're all injured. They're all down. Saquon Barkley is down on the Giants, even though he hasn't really been much of a factor this season so far. But I still think the 49ers are going to get it done. It's the Giants. They're notoriously bad. I don't see them standing a chance, even against a broken 49ers team.
Fair enough. DJ, who's your pick?
When you got that high-powered offensive weapon like Saquon Barkley and he goes down, he's really hard to replace, man. And I know and I've heard and read that the Giants are calling all across the nation looking for some guy to come off the couch and make something happen. And, when you're focusing on that high power of a weapon, I don't think it's that easy to replace. So no matter how many injuries the Niners have, I think they're still going to take it.
All right. I'm right there with you. Jimmy Garoppolo is not expected to start this game, so that might be a little different. But I still think the 49ers, their offense is better than the Giants. So give me the 49ers in this game. Chris, who you got?
I'm going 49ers too. I just feel like even without Jimmy G, I think last year it was when he was injured for like the first maybe 4 or 5 games, they still ended up winning their division. So you know what? I'm going to give it to them this week.
Okay, fair enough. Good picks, everybody. Very proud of you. Not as proud as I am of myself, of course. Let's get into the next matchup, which is the Washington football team going to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Nick, hit us up. Thank you, Nick. We are going to be talking about how the Washington football team, they won week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they became the Washington football team of years past. I guess, the other name of years past this last week. It was not a good game for them. They got exposed, which really makes me worry about the Philadelphia Eagles if they lost to this team. The Cleveland Browns, though, they took on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals and shone like a star. However, they almost Cleveland Browned it and let Cincinnati come back for the win, even though they dominated most of that game. With that being said, I still think that the Cleveland Browns are better than the football team. Now, again, Ron Rivera, I love Ron Rivera, and I hope nothing but the best for him. But this is year 1. They have a big hill to climb. All right. Chris, who's your pick?
I'm going with the Browns as well, actually, because, like you said, they're going to go back to being the Washington football team again. They may have won against the Eagles, but the Eagles, as Tanner says, are a dumpster fire of a team. So I'm going to have to give it to the Browns.
Yeah. Ben, your pick?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with everything you guys are saying. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Washington football team to win this one.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's going for the upset this week.
Yeah, honestly, they're going to get it done, and you guys are going to look foolish.
Dude, it's week 3.
Like a
and
couple
you're
of
already
little
in
Baker boys.
desperation.
Yeah, you guys are a
Baker
couple of
boys.
Baker boys, okay? Washington's going to get it done.
Okay. DJ, shut this fool up with your pick.
I gotta say, if the Washington football team could play as good as Baker Mayfield's commercials out there, they might have a chance. But I don't think that's the case. So I'm going the dog pound on this one.
Hey, can we talk about that honeymoon scene though? Whew.
Right? Who comes up with these ideas? I'm not sure, but hey, they got the man for all the commercials, so they're good. They're set up.
Absolutely. Okay. Also, I'll go over Tanner's picks at the end. I realize I didn't do it for the 49ers and Giants, but we'll just do a quick recap at the end. Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. DJ, you're going to start us off for this one.
I gotta say, I am, even though the Bengals are 0-2, I'm still a huge believer in Joe Burrow. I don't know when the spark is going to come, but I know it's going to come at some point. And I'm just still banking on that spark to come up every week that we talk about them playing. As far as the Eagles go, last week Carson Wentz had an awful game, a couple interceptions, a fumble to throw in there as well. Offense was just way off on that day. However, I will say Miles Sanders is back. He had a big day, a big debut for himself, which is a huge part of getting a fire going for the Eagles. However, it's going to take a lot more than just Miles Sanders coming in and making something happen for him. So I'm going Joe Burrow. I'm telling you, he wants to light up one of those cigars. So I'm going Bengals.
Okay. You know what, DJ? I can't fault you because Joe Burrow has been such a upgrade at quarterback from Andy Dalton. He's been playing great. Unfortunately, it's his offensive line. I'm predicting right now he's going to be one of the better QBs in the league, but he's going to get the Andrew Luck treatment where his O-line is just going to be terrible for the entire time that he's there. And I don't think that this is going to be the week where he can light up a cigar. So give me the Philadelphia Eagles to take advantage. They did look good against the Rams in the middle of it. But, all right, moving on. Chris, who's your pick?
You know what? DJ, I like the spark. I think this week's going to be the spark that he gets to light up one of those cigars. I definitely think so.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is not what I'm talking about at all. Go against me. Go against me, Ben.
Yeah, that's easy for me to do. I love seeing Nick fall down on this chart because I'm going with the Bengals as well. The Bengals are going to get it done. Joe Burrow's looking good. They're not playing like games with huge deficits. They're in the game. And let me remind you, the Eagles are the only team to lose to Washington so far this season. The Bengals haven't lost to Washington this season. Coincidence? Going with the Bengals.
All right, you guys, last week, the difference maker was the two games where I was the lone person picking that single team. All over again, guys. All over again.
Carson Wentz is a hack.
Yeah, he's regressing. I don't know why.
It's opposite week this week, Nick, so
Oh no. Okay. Well, fun game. We have the Las Vegas Raiders, who just got their first home win, going to New England to take on Cam Newton and the Patriots. DJ, originally I had Tanner talking about this matchup, but I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh man. For me, this is going to be a really, really fun game to watch. Both teams had a heck of a game for the Patriots against the Seahawks and also the Raiders against the Saints. It's going to be a battle. For the Patriots, their advantage is that they have a lot of seasoned veterans, especially on the defensive side. Cam Newton, still looking to see him really click in the passing game. I know that they load the box close to the goal line and he just runs it in. That could be effective against a young Raiders defense. So it could really go either way. But for me, you know that I'm always riding on the Raiders. And with John Gruden getting these guys fired up, especially after a huge win on Monday night, I think that they're really going to start turning heads after this week 3 coming out 3-0 against the Patriots. I'm going Raiders. The Tuck rule game still sits in our stomachs as Raider fans, and I know it sits in John Gruden's stomach, the fact that he gets to go back to Gillette Stadium, and he's going to try and get that win however he can, whatever he can. And I got to say, the house always wins in Vegas.
Hey, I like that. The house always wins. However, they are not at home. They are in New England, DJ. And
it doesn't matter, man. They make a phone call. It's like a Ace, Robert De Niro from Casino or something. You just got to call him in.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to go Patriots. Honestly, I don't know why I'm going Patriots. They lost to Russell Wilson and the Seahawks on Sunday night, and the score wasn't really that close, in my opinion. Had it not been for the pick six on the very first play, they would have lost by double digits to the Seahawks. And the Raiders, they look good, but, the Saints also shot themselves in the foot, not trying to discredit the Raiders' win at all. I don't know. This was one of the harder games to pick. I would be happy if Raiders won to support you, DJ, but I think that the Patriots are going to win. Chris?
Look, last week I made my boy Andrew pretty upset for not picking the Raiders. So I'm going to go Raiders Nation this time.
Yeah, talking about Chris.
I just feel like, I don't know, 2-0 against 1-1. Like, I don't know. I think the Raiders might have it this time. I think they might have it.
There we go.
Okay. Ben, you're the deciding pick.
Well, Nick is having some trouble picking teams this week because I'm also going the Raiders. I chose the Saints last week, and I said I didn't feel good about it. The Raiders showed up, and I watched that game, and they did do well. And Drew Brees, what the hell was wrong with him, man? And the Raiders, they got Darren Waller. Homeboy is going to go off. If the Patriots can't contain him, it's going to be a mess. I'm going Raiders.
You are speaking my language right now, Nick. Oh, man.
I'm speaking your language? I'm speaking your language?
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I guess you were, considering I got the dub, on that bet last time. So, sorry, I got to stop with that one. We're going different direction on that. That one's gonna kick me in the ass for sure.
Yeah, this week is either going to be really good for me or really bad. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next game. It is the Chicago Bears at the Atlanta Falcons. Chris, what do you have for us?
Look, so the Atlanta Falcons are notorious for giving up leads. They gave up the lead last week against the Cowboys. They gave up the lead, 3 years ago against the Patriots. And Matt Ryan had 4 touchdowns. I'll give him that. But I honestly don't think that he's going to do that well against the Bears. So I'm going to go with the Bears.
All right, I can dig it. Ben, your pick.
Yeah, I still think Mitch Trubisky is a hack. I'm not letting these wins fool me. I'm going with the Falcons. The Falcons are putting up points. They're making it happen. They just can't get a win. I don't know what's happening to them. They're falling apart. But I'm going with the Falcons again. They're going to do it this week.
Okay. DJ, your pick.
Everyone always talks about that 28 to 6
28
lead.
to 3.
Or was it 28 to 3?
Yep.
Yeah, even worse. Gosh. A lot of bad memories from how excited I was from that Super Bowl game came back to me after watching the Cowboys come back and get that win. But with that being said, I think the Falcons have a really bad taste in their mouth, so they're going to try to get the W. I'm going Falcons.
Okay, so just like DJ, Ben, I'm also going to go to the Falcons just because They were putting up good numbers against the Cowboys. They shouldn't have lost that game, but they falconed it and let the Cowboys win. But my big issue is the Bears, who faced the Giants last week, almost let the Giants win. So that's concerning. I think Atlanta has a better offense than the Giants do. So give me the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Chicago Bears. All right, moving on to our next game. It is the Tennessee Titans at Minnesota Vikings. Ben, you're going to talk to us about it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to tell you how bad the Vikings are playing. They're garbage right now, dude. I got so angry watching that game. They can't do anything. Kirk Cousins through 3 quarters had a 0.0 quarterback rating. I don't think they had any positive yards after the first drive up for the third or fourth quarter. They're playing so poorly. They're giving up so many turnovers. I don't even care who they're playing this week. I'm going with the Titans because the Vikings aren't getting it done at all. They might as well tank.
Dude, I saw Kirk Cousins' fantasy ratings, and this week he got -1 points.
Got negative.
I've never seen a quarterback get negative.
Screw you, Cousins.
Yeah.
DJ, who's your pick?
Hello? I think the Vikes are. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Am I on?
It's probably my internet.
You got that red bar, Nick.
You got a
Satan.
connection. Shows that you got a stable connection right now. How am I doing?
Yeah, you're
good. You're
Yeah.
good. I have to just turn off internet.
No worries. All right. Well, going off of that, I got to say the Vikings are on a one-way train to getting the number 1 pick this 2021 draft. So I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill and co.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Ben. After that last week performance, I really need to see the Vikings and, more importantly, Kirk Cousins do something before I can pick them. I'm also going Tennessee Titans. It doesn't bring me joy, but I have to. Chris, did you already
no
go?
sweat, dude. I totally understand.
Chris, your pick.
No, Chris hasn't picked yet.
No, you see, I'm upside down right now. This
Oh,
is
what the hell?
what?
What the hell, Spider-Man?
Oh no. This is the Vikings world. It's gone upside down, so that's why I'm picking the Titans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Ben, but yeah,
Like,
DJ
what the
might be
sweet
right.
absolute hell, bro? They won a playoff game?
Yeah, it was just one playoff game. That's the thing.
Against my Saints, who are struggling.
The Dolphins.
Hey, stop it, you two.
Oh, what?
Let's go ahead and just jump into the next game. We have the LA Rams in Buffalo to take on the Bills. I will go ahead and get us started with that one. The LA Rams, they played Philadelphia Eagles last week. They won the game, but as it seems to be the story of last week was the team got a good lead, and then the other team started to come back, and that was worrying because it felt like Jared Goff, he was on fire to start, and then he just kind of started to die off a little bit. The Buffalo Bills, they started off hot against the Miami Dolphins, and then there was a power outage. There was thunderstorms going on, so they couldn't play for a while. Whenever they came back, the Miami Dolphins actually took a lead on the Buffalo Bills, and then the Bills had to come back and win the game, which they did. So whenever I look at these two teams, I see very similar stories. I see about the same amount of skills, but I'm going to pick the LA Rams to just barely edge out the Bills in this one. I think this is going to be a tough loss for the Buffalo Bills. But go ahead and give me the LA Rams. Ben, your pick.
Look, the Bills got 99 problems. and it's all Aaron Donald. I got to go with the Rams. Dude, he's going to toss around that O-line to Josh Allen so easily. It's going to be hilarious. Got to go with the Rams.
Okay. Chris?
Well, this is one of those ones where I was kind of debating, and after seeing Josh Allen stiff arm my Dolphins defense by himself, I'm gonna go with Bills. I'm sorry, that's the only reason. I don't know, that whole stiff arming just ruined it for me, and I'm just going with the Bills.
Well, I guess that leaves it back to me here, and I gotta ask, who did the Bills beat the past 2 weeks?
The Jets and the Dolphins.
Yeah, I am not convinced on anything with the Bills with that, because it's the same thing as last season. The Bills, I got to give it to the defense for holding their own against, better winning teams like last year, the Patriots, but I'm not sold on them for beating the Dolphins and the Jets in the first 2 games. I'm just not. So, you're going to need to put yourself up against some serious competition to start talking some serious playoff potential. So I'm going Rams.
All right. That's true. That's true. A lot of these teams that are 2-0, it's like you got to look at the teams they beat. They won the game that they were supposed to win. So that great point, DJ. All right, moving on to the next matchup, we have the Houston Texans going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. DJ, you're going to kick us off.
Great matchup, a really fun game ahead of us to watch, which is going to be really cool to see how Deshaun Watson bounces back from this just really strange turmoil that you've seen live in action. You didn't think that losing a guy like DeAndre Hopkins and getting David Johnson was going to be, that big of a flip-flop. But obviously, you lose your number one receiver, it's not really clicking for him right now. However, with that being said, I still believe that even though the Texans lost D-Hop and you have seen a very noticeable struggle for the offense and Deshaun Watson specifically, the rivalry between the Steelers and the Texans is still very much alive. And Ben Roethlisberger, he was looking, or not just Ben Roethlisberger, but the whole Steelers team was looking decent against a Broncos team that had their second-string quarterback in. So with that being said, I feel like they're still kind of working some things out. They have a really good defense. You got TJ Watt in there, and he had a heck of a game last week. But with both these teams kind of still trying to find the groove, I feel like this game is going to be a really big point in the season to see which direction that both the teams are going to go. Are the Steelers going to win, go 3-0, and catapult, into a really nice season? Are the Texans going to, go 0-3 and just spiral down, or are they going to make a resurgence from early 0-2? And you know what? I like a good comeback story, so I'm going to go Texans on this one. I know that the Steelers got a little 2 wins under their belt, but I'm thinking that this is the upset of the week.
Okay, I'm a little shocked. For my pick, I'm going Steelers simply because they have a better defense, and I really just see the Texans being the next person to be fed to a team. Ben, your pick.
I feel really bad for the Texans because in their first 3 weeks, they're pretty much put up against the 3 top AFC powerhouses. And they didn't fare well against the first 2. So I'm giving it to the Steelers.
All right, Chris.
Okay, so like you guys said in the last pick, you have to look at who the teams have played in the past weeks. Texans, they play the Chiefs and the Ravens. Obviously, those are the two biggest names right now in the game. Steelers, they played the Broncos with, like DJ said, a second-string quarterback going in. Then you also have Sutton and Lindsey out as well, both I think out for the season. And I love JJ Watt a lot, so I'm gonna have to go with Houston this time.
There we go. That's our breakaway for winning this week, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll see you at the top.
Okay. All right. Wow. I don't think it's the get right game for them. But moving on to the next matchup, we have the Carolina Panthers at LA Chargers. Originally, this was going to be for Tanner. Ben, I'm going to throw it at you unless you're not ready.
What?
Talking about Carolina Panthers and LA Chargers. Are you ready? I can do it.
Look, so we got some cats versus some electricity. Look, McCaffrey's out. That's all you need to know about the Panthers. McCaffrey's out. Chargers, Tyrod Taylor. Apparently his doctor stabbed his lung last week. Put
He's
Justin Herbert in. He played competently against the Chiefs, but the Chiefs didn't have tape on him. They didn't prepare for him. This is a whole new thing. The Panthers are preparing for Justin Herbert. That said, I'm still going with the Chargers. I don't think the Panthers are going to be able to do anything, especially with McCaffrey out. It's going to be really tough.
Yeah. Chris, your pick.
Yeah, definitely McCaffrey going out definitely hurts the Panthers a lot. And for the Chargers to somehow actually do somewhat decent against the Chiefs, I got to go Chargers.
Okay. DJ.
I don't know. I was really kind of torn between this game, but I watched the Chargers. I watched the Chargers last week, and their defense is looking actually pretty good. And Herbert actually, he stepped up to the plate, and he even said it himself. He literally got a 5-second notice prior to kickoff that he was going in, and he just kind of just took it and rolled with it. And he was like, I've been practicing like I am the number one guy. So he was ready. He showed it. And, a big loss with Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. And I would like to say that as much as I like Teddy Bridgewater, he could get it done, but I don't see it being very likely. So I'm going the Chargers on this one.
Okay. I, too, am going to go to the Chargers. I honestly think that they outplayed the Chiefs last week. That game should not have gone into overtime. And the Chiefs, in my opinion, certainly did not deserve to win, but it was because of Patrick Mahomes. I think the Chargers play outstanding, and I think they're going to make the kitty cats get all frizzled.
Can you do that one time? Can you do the little thing again?
What?
Can you do that little finger point thing again? I thought that was pretty neat. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Well, we're going to move on to the next game. Okay. This is obviously the game of the week. Chris, you're going to be talking about it. It is the New York Jets taking on the Colts. I'm sorry. Wait, Chris, did you pick?
For Panthers and Chargers? Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. But you're going to talk about New York Jets at Indianapolis Colts.
Man, Phillip Rivers looked kind of good last week. And the Jets, I'm pretty sure it's the Jets that somebody said that they just keep, kicking their fans in the balls. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go with Colts on this one. I like the way that Phillip Rivers is looking this week, or last week actually, and unfortunately I don't have the Colts logo for some reason, but yeah, I'm picking the Colts.
Okay. DJ.
I really I really want to pull for the Jets, but with the jersey on the line, there isn't much. There isn't much bringing me to it. So I got to go Colts. Phillip Rivers, man, and Phillip Rivers and that defense, they really handled it last week. So I got to say they got a little momentum going for the Colts.
You know what? I honestly don't know if I will ever pick the Jets because they play so bad. So just give me the Colts just because it's the Jets. Ben?
What up, Jets fans? Are your balls hurting enough yet? Are they destroyed yet? No? Well, you're in luck because this week you're going to get some more action, bro. The Colts are going to destroy you. But quit the league. Colts.
Okay. Well, I have good news for Jets fans.
Gotta love it.
I have good news for Jets fans. There's 13 more weeks of ball kicking in for them.
Oh, shit.
Man, they're masochists, dude.
Oh, man. At some point, you have
Every
to end
Jets fan wants to be tied up, bondage, leather. Those are some freaky guys, dude. That's how you know.
Damn, this is like freaking 50 Shades of Grey deep right now.
That's you're just doing games.
How freaky are you? They lean in and whisper, "I'm a Jets fan."
Oh, I got shivers, man. I got shivers.
Oh, damn.
I root for New York.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them.
My favorite NFC team is the Giants, and my favorite AFC team is Jets.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this guy's wild.
I think that's getting you any first dates, man.
That's a bad home life.
We're going to just go ahead and move along to another team that loves to kick their fans in the nuts. It's the Dallas Cowboys at Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Ben, you're going to actually talk about this one.
What up, Cowboys fans? Do your nuts not hurt enough? Look, I don't know how the Cowboys were able to come back last week, but they ended up doing it, okay? But let's not pretend that the Seahawks aren't playing incredible football right now. Russell Wilson is probably playing the best ball he's ever played. Go with the Seahawks. They're going to get it done. The Cowboys, they're playing really well. Dak Prescott, he's slinging it. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. But the Seahawks, I just got the feeling they're going to get it done. Also, screw the Cowboys.
Chris, your pick.
Man, Seahawks are looking really good. I really wish I played Russell Wilson instead of Lamar Jackson last week in fantasy. He would have gotten me 34 points. But, you can only take the Cowboys so far. So I'm going to have to go with the Seahawks.
Okay. DJ, your pick.
This is such a hard game because I just have like the weirdest feeling that everything's gonna click for the Cowboys, but I just don't. Not that I don't want to go against the Seahawks. I just can't go against the Seahawks because they got Russell Wilson going full throttle. So I'm going Seahawks on this one. I think Russell Wilson is going to have a heck of a game. He's showing that MVP, that league MVP status right now. I had an early pick for Lamar getting it again, but I don't know. I think I'm going Russell this year.
Yeah, I'm also going Seahawks. The Cowboys certainly did not deserve to win against the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons, it came down to that onside kick, and nobody decided to jump on the ball. It was one of the worst things I saw that week. So give me the Seattle Seahawks. I don't see the Cowboys doing, what they did to the Falcons. Moving on to the next game, we have the Detroit Lions going to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. DJ, you're going to be talking about this one.
This is such a tough one for me. I told you guys last week, I have a man crush on Stafford. The guy is just such a good quarterback, a good dude. And I've been following him from his college years playing at Georgia. So I know the kind of fight that this guy has in him to, have a win on any given week. But I don't know. Another QB along with Russell Wilson that I feel like might be in an MVP running, and I know this is kind of taking a really reach in, but is Kyler Murray. This guy has 400 yards rushing already in 2 games, or not 400, but around a little over 3. But anyways, he's my number 1 guy in fantasy right now. I think both teams have a mediocre defense and 2 great quarterbacks. So it will be a battle. However, I'm going with Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals because this guy can run, he can pass, he can do everything. He's elusive, he's quick, and I saw it last week and the week before that. He just got it. So I'm going Kyler Murray and the Cardinals.
Okay, I can respect the pick. Unfortunately, I've kind of lost all hope in the Lions. If they get a double-digit lead in this game, I know that they're going to lose. So give me the Arizona Cardinals to win this game. Ben, your pick.
All right. So this game I'm actually excited to watch. It's going to be an air raid. These 2 quarterbacks love to throw the ball. And, oh, man, I have the Cardinals circled down on my paper right now, but Lions do be playing too well to be going 0-3, and I don't want to put that juju on them. I'm going with the Lions. I'm crossing out the Cardinals. I'm going with the Lions. Ow. Look, Cardinals are playing well, but I'm going with it, dude. Ooh, I got a feeling.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, Mr. 62%.
I got nothing to lose. I'm already in last place. I gotta go bold.
You went Del Taco bold right now, Ben. Chris, what is your pick?
Well, as a Lions fan, as my second team, I don't like getting kicked in the nuts. I don't. But you know what? The dry rub is back. The dry rub is back. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I love it. I love it.
Yo, what the hell? Can I switch?
You want to get in on the dry rub, Ben?
Oh, I'm sticking with the Lions, even though I don't got a good feeling about it.
Are you sure there's plenty of dry rub to go around, man?
Keep your rub, brother. I'm gonna get with that wet sauce. Matt Stafford's wet sauce coming to play on Sunday.
We'll see about that. Moving on to Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Denver to take on the Broncos. Chris, let's hear it.
Oh, boy, I really wanted to talk about this game. Now, you see, last week, me and my boss were watching the game on his phone. And at the end of the game, I could see the sheer pain of being kicked in the nuts. And Buccaneers, last week they did okay. I'm not going to say that they did really good, but they did okay. But definitely the Broncos aren't going to get it done against them.
All right, fair enough. DJ, your pick.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was pretty impressed with Driscoll stepping up after Drew Lock went down. But you never know. And in the heat of the moment, maybe as a second stringer that you're able to kind of pull a rabbit out of the hat. But other than that, I don't really think that they're going to be able to do it. So I'm going the other way. And if I could find the picture. Ooh, shoot, what team was it again?
Tampa?
Yeah. The old Tom Brady. Bam. There we go. Sorry, I needed a little help to find the logo. But yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay. Yeah, I don't think Driscoll and co is I don't think it has a nice ring to it.
For me, I'm also going Buccaneers, and it's just because I'm not impressed with the Patriots. Excuse me, not the Patriots, the Buccaneers. Just so used to Tom Brady being on the Patriots, but I haven't been impressed with the Buccaneers in either of their games so far. And this is a team where it's like they need to win this game to show everybody that Tom Brady still has it. Ben, who's your pick?
All right. Follow this logic. Buccaneers, Broncos, bucking Broncos, as in Tom Brady will be bucking the Broncos in their nutsacks on Sunday. Tom Brady, come on, the Buccaneers are going to get it done. Come at me with that Broncos crap. Come on.
Oh, my God. Are we just picking teams to get kicked in the nuts?
Yes. The title of this video is now Who's Going to Get Kicked in the Nuts Harder?
Mm-hmm.
Wear your cups on Sunday. It's going to be dangerous out there.
Oh, man. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about this next matchup. The one that personally kicked me in the nuts so hard I had to go to the hospital. It is the Green Bay Packers going to the New Orleans Saints for the Sunday night matchup. DJ, I see that. I don't appreciate it.
I'm sorry.
Let me start off by saying congratulations to the Green Bay Packers. They're 2-0. They beat the Vikings. They looked good last week. Almost put up another 40-burger. New Orleans Saints, what the hell? First off, and I don't want to discredit the Raiders' win at all, but what the hell happened? Michael Thomas gets injured with a high ankle injury. There's rumors that, he might not be out for that long. Does that just automatically mean that the defense can fall apart? What happened? What about that play? I can't remember if it's second quarter or third quarter where you're trying to march down the field, and there were like 3 penalties on you back to back to back. What happened? This team did not impress me whenever they beat the Buccaneers. It was all defense. This game, they started off hot, and then they got their butts handed to them by the Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders deserved to win that game. And the New Orleans Saints, on Tuesday, they were supposed to fly back home to New Orleans, but Sean Payton prolonged the flight so they can go into immediate film review to study the gameplay. I don't think any of that matters. I don't think the Saints are playing that well. I worry about how the Saints are going to do this season, and this is not the get-right game. This is a game where you get embarrassed hard. So give me the Green Bay Packers to embarrass my Saints. Something ridiculous, like 40-10. Okay.
Wow. Man,
Chris.
you had some serious heart behind that, my man. I feel the pain. And you know what? With that, I would say, you know what? Welcome to being a Raiders fan over the past 20 years, and and that could probably go for the rest of us too.
Yeah, I know. And trust me, I'm very thankful that I got 3 really good years out of the Saints, and I don't take it for granted. But I just hate whenever it's like one offensive weapon goes out and the whole team is just like, duh.
Yep,
It must be so hard for you.
Well, you got a whole lot more problems than just one, Ben.
It's okay. At least we got a ring. Oh wait.
Chris, give me your pick.
Man, the Saints really disappointed me because I lost in fantasy football by 7 points because they didn't decide to throw to Emmanuel Sanders at all. He got me 5 points. I needed 10 points to win. I may not be as mad as you are, Nick, but I'm going Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers in the last 2 weeks, first week, 43 points. Second week, 42 points. They're looking pretty clean, even though, they got freaking Mr. Discount double check in the works right now. But I don't know. Saints just did not look good last week.
Nope. Ben, go ahead. Pick me in the
All
balls.
right. Couldn't help but agree with your guys' analysis. The Saints are playing like absolute garbage. Now, with that being said, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Have you guys seen South Park? Where Randy Marsh has his big old testicles in a wheelbarrow, and he's just sitting there on the sidewalk smoking a doob. That's Aaron Rodgers, dude. And his balls get bigger with every bull crap win he gets, dude. He's just laying back, smoking a doob with his balls exposed. And that's what's going to happen this Sunday with his balls exposed. The Saints are going to take it. All right, you guys were talking earlier about who teams have played in the past couple of weeks. Who did they play? The Vikings, the Lions. The Saints are going to do it. I don't know why you guys are harping on the Saints so bad. Like, yeah, they play like crap, but they don't usually do that 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. All right. So Ben, you're picking the Saints to win. You're giving me hope.
I'm picking the Saints. I'm not trying to give you hope.
All right. Fair enough. DJ, give me your pick.
Yeah, God, Ben is making me want to go to the Saints just in spite of you going against your own team and also to just roll the dice. But I'm not going to do it because I don't think that's what's going to happen. You got Aaron Rodgers and you got Aaron Jones. Both are just going absolutely off the past 2 games. Drew Brees has been looking kind of shaky, and I don't know what the deal is. And you're right about, one player being gone and the whole offense just kind of just shuts off. I mean, I will say that Alvin Kamara did have an outstanding game, a little bit of garbage time, but not too much. So, I would like to go with the Saints. However, to see how everything kind of developed throughout that game for them and seeing the Packers just kind of be on it on both sides of the ball, I got to go Packers.
Yeah.
And I'm
All
sorry.
Right, well, let's just get to the last game and wrap this video up, shall we? It is the Kansas City Chiefs going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Chris, you're going to be wrapping us up tonight. Let's hear it.
Man, out of all the games, this is the one that I had the most trouble with. Now, both teams are 2-0. I respect that. But I don't think Andy Dalton's going to be getting that Fat Burger Golden Corral, meal this time around. I'm going to give it to the Baltimore Ravens. I think the Baltimore Ravens defense will hold them back. I think Lamar Jackson will have a hell of a game and hopefully get me more points than 17 in fantasy football.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fantasy. Ben, your pick.
Gotta agree with Chris. Andy Dalton will not be getting that meal because he's the backup quarterback for the Cowboys. But Andy Reid will not be eating either. Yes, indeed you did. Yes, you did. Look like a fool on live YouTube.
Hey, just so you guys know, we're pulling like an average of like 87 views of video. So, Chris, you just look stupid to 87
You're
people.
a clown, bro.
Hey, it's okay.
Straight clown.
I look stupid to 100+ people a day at work, so it's okay.
I can't wait until we break the 100 mark on the views, man. We're gonna have a celebration for that.
Yeah, for sure. You know what's sad is I do the hockey video predictions, and those ones get over 100, and then I'm like, why isn't this working? But
it's gonna come, man. Don't worry, we'll build it, and they will come.
Absolutely.
You guys are just gonna step all over my prediction like that?
Oh, Ben, did you predict?
Sorry, Ben. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? It's cool because I'm picking the Ravens. I also had a tough time with this, but the Chiefs almost lost that game last week against the Chargers. If one or two things happened differently, they would have. But the Ravens have been steamrolling. I'm going with the Ravens.
All right. DJ, who's your pick?
You know, I love Lamar Jackson, man. I think he's so sick to watch and so fun. You know, and I also hate the Chiefs because I'm a Raiders fan. So more than having an actual analysis, I would just love the guy I love watching win over the guy that I hate winning, especially after that Super Bowl deal. And especially, you know, the Chiefs, they had to go to overtime to beat the Chargers, you know? It's like, and if that's the case, I'm really hoping that the Ravens step up and are able to take advantage of any lead that they have in their game. So cheers to my man Lamar Jackson. I'm going the Ravens all day.
Okay. I can respect it. I am going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I said it in our little group chat, or at least I said it to DJ, that I think the Raiders are the best team in the division, the AFC West. And I don't think the Chiefs I don't think the Chiefs even match up to the Ravens right now. After how they played against the Chargers, that game disgusted me. So give me the Ravens to run wild on the Kansas City Chiefs and show why they deserve to have been in the Super Bowl last year. But with that in mind, that wraps up our picks. Let me just go over Tanner's picks really quick.
Wait, can I say one thing before you go to Tanner's picks?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a video without showing some of what Baltimore can do for Tanner.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. He does pick the Ravens.
See, there you go. That's for you. That's for you, Tanner.
Respect. He didn't die, but we're treating it like that. It happened. But let me just quickly go through it. Tanner is picking the Giants over 49ers, Browns over football team, Bengals over Eagles, Patriots over Raiders, Falcons over Bears, Vikings over.
He
What?
said, did you say Patriots over Raiders? Wow. All
Yeah,
right.
he's a Patriots fan. He thought they beat the Seahawks.
That's good.
Falcons over Bears, Vikings over Titans, Bills over Rams, Steelers over Texans, Chargers over Panthers, Colts over Jets, Seahawks over Cowboys, Cardinals over Lions, Bucks over Broncos, Packers over Saints, and Ravens over Chiefs. Does anybody have anything else they would like to add before I go ahead and wrap this video up?
Yeah. What the hell is he thinking, man? The Vikings over the Titans, the Giants over the 49ers.
I was gonna say the same thing. That test must be frying his brain or something.
Okay, so
he was not prepared.
Here's what he said for the Vikings. He's like, I'm calling an upset. I said before Vikings have that special wild charm about them. Titans rolling 2-0, but I think the Vikings are going to pull one out and get their first W.
That's not happening. I don't know what to tell them.
That ain't happening.
Not even the Vikings fan is convinced.
I would love to be wrong, and I'll watch the game regardless, but it's not going to happen.
Oh, my God. Okay, so hang on. I just read this first sentence for Bears at Falcons. Let me just really just read the first line. So he picks the Falcons, but he says, I swore CTE hit the Falcons special teams really hard last week. Damn.
Oh, God. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. We're not getting paid for this video. Okay, but anything you guys would like to say, like go team or go whatever?
Go Dolphins, because I was the only one that picked them.
Yeah, go. I would like to say go screw yourself. Some of my least favorite teams: Cowboys, Packers, Bears. Let's see, who else can I? Eagles,
Jets,
Chiefs.
I don't really hate the Jets. They just gotta do it to themselves.
Yeah. You know,
and screw yourself.
I gotta back you on all those, Ben.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, a special kick to the nuts, I wish, for the Dallas Cowboys this week. Congratulations. You guys beat the Falcons. All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final score. Thank you and good night.